It is, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, then we're good. We're cool.
What the fuck is that called?
Guantanamo Bay.
Guantanamo.
Yeah, is that gone?
Yeah, as far as I know, that's gone.
Because I don't want to go there. So, I'm not going to shit on a monument until that's confirmed.
Well, have you ever seen the Harold and Kumar movie, They Go to Guantanamo Bay?
No, I didn't bother with it.
Because there's a spectacular thing where they actually do serve you food. It's called a cock meat sandwich.
Right.
And it's just a big, huge, burly dude who thinks you suck his dirty dick.
Yeah, that's clever.
I don't want to go there.
I don't want to go there. I don't. It's the emotional scars that hurt the most. Well, and that other thing. That hurts the most.
And the cock meat sandwich would be terrible, too.
Exactly.
I don't want to have to deal with that.
Remember the scene from Dirty Work when Norm Macdonald's in the prison? And he comes walking up, pulling up his pants? Going, you know what? It's the disrespect that hurts the most. Well, okay, no, it's the other thing, but the disrespect hurts the second most.
That's pretty much it.
I've got a good mind to talk to the warden about this.
I'd bring it up, but I'm kind of enjoying it, so I don't know.
Yeah. Well, bring up... Sorry?
I said I'd bring it up to the warden, but I'm kind of enjoying it.
Oh, yeah. That would freak them out, eh? That'd be a good way to play it. Just walk in, drop your pants, and go, who's first?
Who's first? I'm all over this shit.
What a terrible thought.
Terrible.
Definitely don't want to go to a Cuban prison base. But although it might be better than what I'm facing in real life right now, because I'm a monster.
Well, that's just it, though. I mean, you know, prison maybe not so bad. I don't know.
I might have to go there to be safe after my excursions all explode in my face. Yeah, it's gonna be scary. I will explain later, but I shaved and put on some deodorant and got in a whole lot of trouble this weekend. I visited Surrey. That was unpleasant. Yeah, people don't go to Surrey ever. There's no reason to go there. You people were very pleasant. No, you weren't. The place sucks, and you were terrible. I'm sorry. It's a weird rednecky place, but you've got like Punjabi rednecks. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, how does that fucking work? Like, that doesn't even make sense at all.
And this girl
That goes against everybody's fucking luck.
This girl who was all up in my grill about how real she was, and maybe she's too real for me, and she didn't use her real voice the one fucking time the whole night.
When you gotta sit there and say, you know, that you're real, you're not real.
No, yeah, that's...
It was just like fucking J-Lo when she came out with that song, I'm just Jenny from the block. I'm Jenny from the block, but here's my video with my fucking A-list actor fucking husband on a yacht in my fucking Bentley car. That's not Jenny from the fucking block, you idiot.
Well, she didn't mention that the block was Rodeo Drive.
No, she forgot to mention that one. You know, fucking what?
You know, Gord, let me ask you a question. Do you know why women have vaginas? Because who the fuck would talk to them if they didn't?
You know, I mean, fuck. I mean, you can say the same thing for guys. If guys weren't able to take a joke so much, why would you even talk to a guy? You know what I mean?
I try very hard not to talk to guys on a regular basis. I could do without that. Women have to talk to us because we can lift heavy things and kill spiders.
Yeah, that's we have that going for it. That's nice.
Drive stick shift, make more money. We're just generally better.
I did not say that at all.
No, he did not. And neither did I. You know what? I'm not... my bike doesn't have the back. It's the brake. Remember the kids' brakes where you try to backpedal and it just hit the brakes? That's mine. That's me backpedaling these days.
That's what you're trying to do right now?
Yeah, I try to backpedal, but it's actually a brake, and I just end up staying right where I am, looking more and more foolish every minute.
Oh, mercy.
I gotta. Karma's not gonna be pleasant on this one.
No, not at all.
But tell us what you think about Eric. Go over to ericandgord.com and tell us about carbon tax and what we should do this summer in lieu of Anchor's podcast station that we may renege on. And
I'd be interested to know anybody's opinion on this because okay, fuck it. Here's what I want to know. What's the solution to get out of this? How is it possible to get out of the situation where we're not just continuing the same bullshit cycle over and over again?
You know what? I don't think it's possible.
What is the actual solution?
I don't think there is a solution until we can all agree on the shape of the fucking planet. And I hate to... I don't mean that in a comedic way. I mean, we can't even agree which way is fucking up right now. How can we agree on any sort of solution?
Like, if we can't trust any of the information coming out... No, you know what? Speaking of information, I had a very fucking funny quote that I saw that it made me laugh at first, and I actually almost started crying after I read it and realized what it actually said. That April 1st, the only day of the year where people will actually double check their facts of what they're reading online to know if it's true or not.
Isn't that the truth?
How fucking terrifying is that? Like, that's terrifying. That it's only one day a year that people are actually willing to do that. It's like, come on.
Yeah, it's probably the one day a year where we all rush to our computer and make sure what we are hearing is correct. But why? The leaders are setting the precedent right now. They are leading, and we are following in their footsteps. They're just feeding us so much shit all the time, and news agencies really. All they're doing is treading water to stay alive, so they don't really care what they're pumping out as long as they keep getting paychecks. So you can't really trust it. I'm sorry, and I try to rely on it as much as possible, but I'm getting misinformation like I never have before. When this show started, things were a lot less convoluted than they are now, and that's only a year.
Yeah, it's fucking terrifying.
I don't know what's propaganda and what's not. I don't know what's honest. I don't know what Donald Trump's just fucking making up off the top of his head. I can't make sense of it, and this is what I do for fun, is make sense of this shit, and I can't, and I'm scared.
Well, that's the thing. Trump's a monkey wrench to the government's plans because he doesn't follow the order of what a politician's supposed to do. He doesn't speak like a politician. He doesn't act like a politician. He doesn't do any of the things that politicians are supposed to do.
According to the conspiracy theorist that I was talking to last night, while I worked a very, very long, horrible shift, he was not supposed to be elected. That was a mistake in their plan. That wasn't part of the plan.
Yeah, I firmly believe that too. That makes perfect sense.
The plan you're alluding to, the Rothschild, Rockefeller plan, that he's a mistake. It wasn't supposed to happen, and they're mitigating now. But you're right, he is the monkey wrench.
Which is one of the pluses I like about Trump is the fact that he's fucking up everybody's plans, which is kind of humorous, but. It'd be nice if he would be doing more good than bad, and it's just the unfortunate thing is though he has done a lot of good for the U.S., but you're never going to know about it. Right.
You know what? That is apparently prophesized. He's supposed to ruin the U.S. That's his whole purpose, is to end the American empire and give rise to the next one. very nice, insane man that I spoke to last night who also believes that Trump is the Messiah.
Oh boy.
And it's he's not the Antichrist, he's actually Christ, and he has to destroy America. And that's what he's doing.
I would be tending to believe that to an extent.
Until he brought Christianity into it, I was pretty on board.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's also where, I mean, not that he ever had me to begin with, but that's where he completely lost. All of it was as soon as he brought in the Christianity, like, oh great, he's just one of these fucking thumpers now. Just what we need.
It always goes to that in one way or another. I don't get it. I don't know. I know there's no anarchist movement that's got any legs, or it would be mobilized by now. So, unless we can start one, I don't know what to do. That's the only alternative I can think of, but I'm not a big fan of anarchy. I actually quite enjoy the status quo. I just need new leaders.
The problem with anarchists is an anarchist is really just a religious fanatic without a god.
Yeah, exactly.
So, fuck them. So they're useless.
Well, yeah, I never understood the punk mentality that you have to be nonconformist, and if you're not as nonconformist as they are, then you're out on the outs with them too. Conforming to nonconformity is idiotic, you retards.
Yeah.
Stop listening to Johnny Rotten. He was a retard. That's why he's fat broke, and you guys look stupid.
Right?
He was not a smart man, and he didn't like you people. I don't. There's just no one stepping up. I need civil disobedience. I need someone to give me some hope, and there just isn't out there. There's nothing. There's no hope.
What I don't understand about, here's what I don't get about politics nowadays. One of the big things is, it all comes off based off of funding. Make sure that you have enough money for funding for this, funding for that. Why is that? Why does that matter nowadays? You've got the internet. I don't need to go across country to meet these people face to face. I can do everything via video.
Sure.
And it's free.
Yeah. But
I can do Skype for free.
Right.
So why not? I think we should run as a team. Vote Eric and Gord for Prime Minister.
That's a good idea, but that's very expensive.
No, it isn't. It doesn't have to be.
No,
because everything is based off of fucking word of mouth.
You know what? You're right. It doesn't have to be.
All you need is to be able to get your fucking name out there and get enough people to listen. And with the fact that A, we have a podcast, B, you got the fucking internet. As long as we have a solid platform that people will look at and be like, well, yeah, that makes sense, eventually people are going to have to sit back and go, well, Jesus Christ, with all these other options, these are the only two people that have an actual fucking plan.
Do you think anyone would get on board with changing the name to the United States of American Gord?
I'm fine with it.
Quebecers won't like it. I don't care. You're the first to go.
No, fuck you, Quebec. You're gone.
Oh God, I'm so upset right now. Yes, I think that's a good idea. We should do that. The old guard isn't willing to let go of the way things were. I think when people my daughter's age are our age, what you're talking about will definitely be a reality. For now, there's too many people stuck in the old way of doing things.
Well, because they don't know any better, and nobody wants to actually think properly.
But I wonder what would happen if a majority of the country voted for people who weren't on the official ballot. If democracy, true democracy, would rule in that instance.
Well, I see that as being the only fucking possible solution.
Like,
because
say the majority does vote for Eric and Gord, does the government say, well, shit, we have no choice, the majority ruled? Or do they just say, no, fuck that, these guys weren't on the real ballot?
unlike the U.S., where you've got the